y'all, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today I thought I would go into Dollar General and share with y'all what they have out for fall. I have seen some of it already. Kind of a little bit disappointed because I feel like they just brought back the same stuff from last year and then just changed the year, the tag that's on the back of it. Because I know several things that I've seen so far are things that were from last year, the exact same things. So that's kind of disappointing, but I did see that they have like a hot chocolate like section that has like s'more stuff and like a hot chocolate kind of themed thing. So I thought we would check that out and just kind of scan over it and see what we can find. Maybe find some good deals. Maybe I'll share some styling ideas if I'm able to. It is getting a little bit later in the evening. As you can tell, it's a little bit dark. So I don't know how great the lighting will be in there, but we'll see what we can do and hopefully share some good ideas with y'all. I always enjoyed on the fall video at Dollar General, but I'm kind of, like I said, a little bit disappointed this year. I always look forward to the new things that they come out with, and I really haven't seen a whole lot of new things. So let's go ahead and go in and see if we can find some new things, hopefully. And like I said, I'll try to share some styling ideas with y'all as well. I like to do that. I like to give y'all some ideas of ways you can use things you already have. And then if you want to pick up a few new fall decor pieces and stuff like that. And we may check out some, I noticed they also have a few new like regular home decor things. So we might check those out as well if I'm not that impressed with the fall decor. So let's go ahead and get in there before it gets dark and see what we can find. So we're going to start off with this football section. Dollar General came out with this section last year in the fall where everything was $1, but I did notice that they've added like the drying mats and mugs and stuff that are like $3. They also have some blankets and some rugs, and then they also have some large cups that are $15. I wanted to share this with you though, so you can keep an eye out for it. They've been adding these black stickers like that's on the bottom of this cup throughout the store. I noticed it more when I was filming. I don't know if they're trying to do like Dollar Tree is doing, where they're, changing the prices and they're just putting these stickers over top of the original prices. I don't know, but just keep an eye out for it. I noticed it happening a good bit throughout the store. I don't care for that. I feel like that's super sketchy when Dollar Tree started doing that. So just keep an eye out for that. Whatever the price says on the thing, make sure it's ringing up for that price. I didn't have time to scan everything to see what it was ringing up, but I believe these tablecloths were $8 last year. And now correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe but I believe they were $8. And then they're putting these $10 stickers over top of them. I didn't try to peel off the stickers on every item that I saw, but I did do on one thing. So I believe these were $8. If I would have taken the sticker off, I probably would have found that. Now, I noticed the wreaths have went up to $16. They also had those black tags on them. They're normally $15. And then they did add these new little acorns, which I only saw it in a brown and a green. They may have other colors, but that's all that my store had. And then these pumpkins they've had for years. I think they had these the first year I started filming in Dollar General and doing videos. So those have been around for a while. And I think the prices are about the same on those. Then I got frustrated because these are those seasonal towels that are always $1, and I noticed they've jumped up to $2. Some of them just had that yellow tag that said $2. Then some of them had that like black sticker over top of them. So I don't know if Dollar General is just trying to follow suit after Dollar Tree and, just change prices on things because they think they can now or what. But I don't know. I'm just frustrated because I feel like that's super sketchy. What happens? Do they get the stuff from, when the inventory comes in and then they're adding these black stickers or what? When does that happen? And then like the pot holders, which always have been $1, have jumped up to $2, but the oven mitts are still only $1. So I don't know what's going on. It feels super sketchy to me. Just keep an eye out for it. When you scan stuff in the store, make sure it's ringing up for what it says. And if you go up to pay, make sure it's coming up the right amount. I thought these new towels were really pretty, but this is the one I took the tag off of, and it said $4 underneath that $5 tag. So again, are they putting these tags on whenever they get the inventory in or what? I did like this burgundy 10 sign that says autumn leaves and pumpkins please, and then this cute little trivet with the pumpkin pie on it. They had a set of 2 with the pumpkin pie and 1 with the pumpkins. And then I thought these placemats were really pretty with the fall colors, green, orange, burgundy, and yellow. Just really pretty fall colors and a simple way to add a touch of fall to your table. Those were $2. And then these sticker towels have always been $2. So I'm not sure why those haven't raised in price. And they're the same as the little thin towels now. Again, I'm still confused by that. They did have two new little napkin holders. I thought the one with the grateful and the pumpkins was pretty. This new little sign that says give thanks, it's like glass with the little flowers and stuff on it. It was kind of hard to see unless it was against something dark. I like this little squirrel sign, which I noticed those went up in price too. They used to be $5, now they're $6. These new pillows that I saw, I thought this one was real pretty with the green piping. And then they also had a floral one, like kind of looked like a quilt with the green piping and scallops around the edges. I thought that was really pretty. I noticed these new little dollar pumpkins. I only saw them in an orange and white, but I think I've seen them somewhere else in a like mustard yellow too. I did like these pumpkin signs. They're really nice, like thick. I guess it's particle board or whatever, but they're real nice and thick and heavy. I thought those were really cute with the Farm Fresh pumpkin and then the other one. And then they do have some new baskets I noticed for fall. They have 3 different sizes in this style. And I believe it's $10, $8, and $6 for those 3 different sizes. I thought these little mug candles were so cute, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Do y'all struggle with the smells, the candle smells at Dollar General? Have you found any that you like that are like the seasonal candles and stuff? I smelled all of these, every single candle they had in the fall section. And I didn't even share all of them with you because I wasn't impressed with any of them. Like, they're just not that great. Like, they don't smell like what they say they are. And I thought this one was super cute with a little pumpkin, but you wouldn't feel bad about buying this because it would be for decorative, purposes. And if it stunk, you wouldn't care because you probably wouldn't want to burn it anyway. But it didn't smell like pumpkin pie at all. So let me know in the comments. Do you struggle with that too? Because I feel like Dollar General makes some pretty candles, but the smells are just not, they're just not there. I thought these I am thankful for placemats was a neat idea. They're $3 and they come with the marker. Be a neat idea to put, out for your family, Thanksgiving dinner. People could write their thankful things on that. Neat idea for that. But they also did have the little cutting boards with the pumpkin pie and the apple pie recipe on them. I think those are really pretty. They're still only $1. Those are great to add into your kitchen to add a little touch of fall. They do have the set of 2 thicker hand towels for $3. Those would be great for a kitchen, or no, they're actually $5. I'm sorry, $5. Those are great for a kitchen or a bathroom. And then they did have these like buffalo checked green and orange runners, and then they had the like plaid that matched the placemats we saw earlier for $6. And now I know these were $5 last year, and they've jumped up to $8. I don't know why. I guess maybe the gingham or something made them more. I don't know. But normally they have like cute little scenes on them, and they're $5. And then this is sometimes confused by it because the pumpkin's pretty large for $5. The mushroom's about the same size. It's $8 with that black tag on it. So I don't know. I'm hoping they're not going to keep continuing to change prices, that what's on there now is what it's going to stay, and they're not going to continue to add those black tags. Now this basket was really popular last year, and I know a lot of y'all was trying to find it. Maybe you can snag one this year. I use mine all year long. I bought last year. I've used it all year long, and it's a good piece to get. I thought that plaid rug was really pretty. Then the Welcome to Our Patch rug is neat with the buffalo plaid. And then I thought this one would actually be pretty layered over that plaid one if you wanted to, or even like a plain color rug. I thought that one was pretty. And then they do have the $10 rugs. This one was nice with the like pale blue in it. And then I like this one with the black and all the like pretty bright orange and yellows. And then they had that thankful and blessed one. This one's a really pretty sign. I've told y'all before, it's great to get signs like this to add to your front door. You don't have to go out and buy an expensive, wreath or whatever. You can add those. These little door hangers again are here. I believe those were the same from last year. They brought back these dough bowls again this year. I think they had these about 3 years ago. They have 3 different sizes. I think they're $4, $6, or $8, and then the large one's $10. I bought several of these years ago, and I still use them. You can stain them. You can add like pumpkins and acorns and stuff for fall, but you can use them all year long with other, bowl filler. I thought this 2-piece magnetic dry erase planner set was nice. I did want to share a couple new things I saw in like the everyday area. The store was really busy, so I wasn't able to share styling with y'all today. Apparently everybody goes to Dollar General at like 9 o'clock to do their shopping. But I like these new frames that they have. You get a set of two for $12. It's like a 11 by 14, and then it's got a mat to a 8 by 10. And then I also saw this set of 6 frames that's 8 by 10, and they're matted as well, and they're white frames. Thought those were pretty for $30. I like this new little laundry sign that they had. And then I thought we'd also go over the cute little hot cocos section that they have added. I did want to check out the new little section they've added at Dollar General with the s'mores and the hot cocoa bar stuff. It's really cute. I know a lot of people are saying, why do they have that in the fall months? But I think it's great because then you can use it in the, fall, the winter, Christmas. And if you're like myself, I'm not a coffee person. I would much rather prefer a cup of hot chocolate or a cup of hot tea over coffee any day. So I think this is a great idea to have that you can use all the cooler months. And they did have some stuff that was coffee related. They had some things that were s'mores related. And then I did see a couple apple cider pieces as well. So if you're more into apple cider and stuff for the fall months, they did have a couple of pieces of that as well. And I think the s'mores idea is great. We just got a camper, so I know there's going to be some pieces I want to pick up to keep in our camper. Thought those coffee stencils for $1, you get a set of 3, was nice. They do have the frothers as well, so you can add that. That little s'more station, the little caddy was cute too. They have these large canisters. They have a large, a medium, and a small with a red lid and the little wood spoon. And then they also have these little jars where you can get the peppermint chips, marshmallows, and chocolate chips. I do want to pick up some of these for our camper as well. These are roasting sticks. You get a set of 2 for $3, and they do extend. So those would be nice to keep in our camper. And then they also have these tablecloths, which are great for, in the fall months if you have get-togethers and you want to put out a cute little festive, tablecloth. They have those for $5. Thought these little gnomes were cute. The little girl with the little braids is super cute. And then we also have like a s'mores caddy, which I don't know the price on that. I couldn't get to it. And then they have a s'mores maker above that, which I didn't get the price on that either. They stack these little, display areas up so much that I'm scared sometimes to dig real deep in here because I'm scared I'm going to knock stuff over and break things. So I did try to show y'all the best that I could of what they have, but they definitely have a lot of stuff in this little area. So definitely check it out if you're looking for something like that. There's some really cute little pieces in here. I did want to mention, make sure when you're ringing stuff up at the cash register or if you scan with your phone just to check and make sure that the prices that are on the items match what it says. I think it's crazy that we have to do that, but just keep an eye out on it. And I'm hoping they don't continue to add those black stickers and change prices on things. And the prices that you see in this video are what they say, that the prices they stay at. So I'm hoping that's the case, but keep an eye out on it. And I also wanted to mention I'm going to be doing a giveaway. All the information of what you need to do will be on the next slide, and I will probably do that, announce the winner not on the next video, but the video after that, who the winner is. I'm not going to do in the comments, so I don't have to worry about scams or anything like that for y'all. I just appreciate y'all being here. I'm going to be doing a $20 Visa gift card for y'all, so you can use anywhere you want. If you wanted to buy some new fall decor or whatever, that you could use it wherever. But I appreciate y'all. Thank you for being here. I hope y'all have a blessed day, and Lord willing, I'll see you in the next one.